Caesalpinioideae is a subdivision within the legume family. All legumes produce seeds in pods, but they can vary in other ways, not the least how the flower looks. For a long time they were classified by scientists into the plant family Leguminosae and a wider group called Fabales. For a period, the family was split into three families: Papilionaceae, Caesalpinaceae, and Mimosaceae. You may find some references to the use of those names. The family today of all legumes is Fabaceae, and the three groups that were families are now subfamilies. They are called Papilionoideae, Mimosoideae, and Caesalpinioideae. Each of these subfamilies have previously been considered separate families. This video is focused on Caesalpinioideae. Do not be confused if you find any of these names used. The Fabaceae family is commonly known as the legume, pea or bean family. Leaves are variable but often compound, that is, divided into leaflets. They always have stipules at the leaf base, sometimes like a tiny leaf, sometimes a thorn, sometimes so tiny they're hard to see. Leaf margins are mostly entire or smooth-edged, but they can sometimes be serrate. Some species have modified leaf structures such as phyllodes. These are leaf stalks or petioles that have enlarged and appear like leaves. Fruits are typically pods which contain hard-coated seeds which are dropped when the pod dries and splits open. It often splits along both seams. Legumes in general have a great capacity to increase soil fertility, specifically nitrogen levels. This happens through the action of nitrogen-fixing bacteria, which are known as rhizobia, found in the root nodules. Genera found in the Caesalpinioideae include Bauhinia, Caesalpinia, Serratinia, Cassia, Senna, Dallonyx, Gleditsia, and Colvillea. Leaves in the Caesalpinioideae are usually bipinnate, parapinnate, or bifoliate. They sometimes have specialised glands. Very rarely they have tendrils. Stipules are small and caudaceous. That means they're easily detached and shed, so sometimes you might not see them. Fruits are legumes, which are sometimes winged or spiny. Root nodulation is less common in this subfamily than what it is in the other two subfamilies of legumes. Flowers are usually relatively large, slightly irregular, in that 4 petals are identical and 1 petal is slightly different. The petals are overlapping, that is, imbricate, in the bud, with the posterior petal, which we call the flag or banner, positioned innermost. The sepals are generally free, that is, they're not joined to each other at the base. Cassias and sennas often look similar, and many senna species were once classified as cassias. Differences between these genera have not properly been settled. Cassias come from a wide range of climates, and the genus has been used as what we call a wastebasket genus, somewhere to put plants that don't clearly fit elsewhere, which is why some were in Cassia until the decision was made to place them in Senna. The name Cassia is also sometimes commonly used to refer to cinnamomum, which is a completely different plant from a completely different plant family, not a legume at all. Cassia then is a genus of small to medium-sized trees in the main, consisting of around 600 species. Their leaves are parapinnate. Cassia flowers are generally showy and fragrant, usually yellow, sometimes pink. Erect or pendant inflorescences can be up to around 30 centimetres or longer. The fruit of cassias is a cylindrical woody legume. In some species, the pulp inside the legume contains purgative glucosides, which can be used as a laxative. Root nodules are generally absent in cassias. Sennas include perhaps 50 genera of herbs, shrubs and trees. Mostly they come from tropical regions, but some are from temperate zones. Senna flowers have 5 petals and they have 10 stamens, but the stamens can vary in size. The leaflets on sennas can vary a great deal from being narrow and needle-like to being broad and rounded. The Caesalpinioideae genus includes a well-known tree, the Poinciana. This is a genus of shrubs, trees and woody climbers comprising around 150 species. The leaves are large and bipinnate, and the flowers usually showy, yellow or red. They grow in racemes and the petals are overlapping. The legume fruits are sometimes covered in spines. Bauhinia is a genus of shrubs, trees and tendrilled climbers, comprising around 300 species. The leaves are usually bilobed, that means just 2 leaflets, and the fruit a flat, oblong legume. The flowers are orchid-like in some ways, and the plant as a result is often called the orchid tree. They're 5-petaled flowers, generally in shades of red, pink, purple, orange or yellow, and they're often fragrant. Bauhinia flowers are orchid-like, 5-petaled flowers, generally in shades of red, pink, purple, orange or yellow, and often fragrant. Dillonyx is a genus comprising around 12 species. The best known is Dillonyx regia, known as the Royal Poinciana. The leaves are imparapinnate or bipinnate. Decorative flowers with 5 large spreading petals and spreading stamens are arranged in axillary racemes. Petal margins are often frilled. The upper petal is usually larger than the other 4 and differently coloured. Fruits are usually large, linear oblong, flattened, woody legumes. Gleditsia is a genus of thorny shrubs and trees containing 12 species. It's useful as a garden plant and as a timber. Gleditsia triacanthus, or honey locust, is the most widely cultivated species. Gleditzias have compound leaves, usually with numerous leaflets. The flowers can be inconspicuous, greenish flowers in branching clusters. The fruits can be an ovate or elongated flattened legume with bean-like seeds. Tamarandus indica is the only species of this genus. It's a very large tropical tree from Africa, Asia and Central America. The leaves are parapinnate. Flowers have 3 stamens and 5 petals. It's been used extensively in traditional medicines. Fruits are harvested and eaten fresh or processed in various ways. Colvillea racemosa is the only species in this genus, and it grows into a very large tree. Fragrant orange-red flowers with long yellow stamens extend beyond the petals. Bipinnate leaves can reach 80 centimetres in length. Serratinea saliqua is the only species in its genus. From the Mediterranean, it can tolerate very light frosts. It can eventually grow into a tree up to 15 metres or taller. Edible pods are fed to livestock or harvested and processed to produce commercial carob flour, a chocolate substitute.